email that says, hey, get on my calendar, then it's not gonna show up here.
Right, so there's my reminder, but there's my confirmation, but now I need to, where's my book,
Right, so since we're doing it this way, you need to make an email to book it. And that's why I was asking you to think of all the steps first, because in order for you to add it to the workflow, you have to have those in advance.
Okay, so then I want to go back here.
Mhm.
I thought I had the email. Yeah, I have an email here. But do I have to,
Okay, well, maybe we just missed it then. Let's go back.
but do I need to put it maybe under not lead auto respond? I thought lead auto responder like that would do something.
That's going to be on that lead capture form.
Yeah, but it's not though. That's what I'm not like getting.
Okay, so let's figure out, do you want to do it this way to send the email with the workflow, or you want to do it where we link it to the form? Either way would work.
I don't care, whatever's easier.
Okay, so let's just do the workflow then. Okay, no, sorry. Let's go back to the lead capture form, because you do have the email there, so we should be able to link it. And we just link your scheduler to the call. So let's see if we can find. Okay, so what's going to happen here is someone would fill out the form on your website, and then we would link here where it says click here. That's going to connect to your scheduler, right? Is what we're going for?
I think, yes.
Okay. That's how mine's set up too. Okay, so let's X out of this, and then we're going to go to your online scheduler and try to find that link.
Okay.
I just restated that because I know somebody's recording, just so they know where we're coming from, because that part was not on the recording.
Yes, I was going to ask if we can even have Marcy state what her question was in the beginning, because it is being recorded for whoever's going to get it. And that way that if they are in 17 books, they know what Marcy's question was, and Ashley, how she's helping get you through it.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's start over. So we're gonna, okay, so my question is, on my website, I have the discovery call contact button. When someone goes and fills out that information, I want them to automatically be sent to my calendar.
Yes, to set up a time to talk to you.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so can you pause the recording real quick? I want to find the link instead of having us dig. Okay, wait, hold on. Are we going to answer the question?
But did you understand my question? Did you understand my question, Ashley?
No, I was going to ask what your question is. You said you were lost, but what is?
I'm 100% lost on workflows, like 100%, because I have never used it. So my question is, the best way to set up your workflows before you set them up is to write every step down?
Yeah, so the workflow is basically your customer's path, and you can automate it to where the reminders are set for you. You can automate it to where they get quotes automatically. So you want to make sure you know what the customer journey is, because otherwise when you get in here and start building it, you're going to be like, wait, I need an email for this, or wait, I need to make sure I have a quote for that. So you want to think about from start to finish, what is that going to look like for you when a customer comes to you? So what we're working on now for Marcy is she has a contact form on her website at the bottom, and she wants that form to connect to a scheduler, which means that someone can pick a time on her calendar and be able to sign up for a time that is available to have a consult call. And then after that, what she's going to do is pause the workflow, because for her, she doesn't want them to automatically get a quote. She wants to talk to them, see what kind of stuff they need, and then she'll carry on with the process.
Correct.
Great. Girl, Ashley, let me give you a clap.
Right.
The way you just broke that down for me, and I am like completely lost. Like, I told Crystal, I said, please don't see over my emails. I'm playing with your contact form to understand how this workflow thing is going. And you're right, because when Crystal workflow is an automatic, hey, thank you, blah, 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 here go your custom quote. Like, that's exactly what hers does. And I'm like, okay, what's the workflow at?
Well, that's the workflow.
Well, that is the workflow.
I know that's the workflow, but I was like, I'm not gonna do it like that. I want to actually talk to the people first. But okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I mean that speaks to where Crystal is. Like, one of the benefits of doing a discovery call with somebody is it helps you to better know people who are looking for your product and service. It helps you to be more custom and be more tailored. Whereas like Crystal's been doing this. And so for her, she already knows what are the pitfalls for people, what kind of things they're looking for. Whereas us, we're kind of just starting out. And so talking to people helps you to know what kind of like new products and services you can offer and things like that. So.
Well, thank you. Ashley, do you have like written down of your workflow that you mind sharing with the group? Like, did you write your workflow down and do you mind like sharing it or whatever?
I haven't finished mine yet. I have a separate business for like I'm a full-time strategist, and so that's why I know kind of the workflow situation. But I did ask Crystal for hers, but really, if you look at the steps that are in there, that is the workflow. So like when we go to the workflow, it's step one is whatever the things at the top. I haven't written all mine out yet, but at some point when I do, I don't mind sharing them.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna wait till you write yours down because like I told you, I'm lost. I am totally lost. Like I'm good at Canva and Wix. That I see you good at 17 hats or in workflows. I'm not going to use 17 hats. So let's see how your workflow is going to go. So I'm going to use the one.
You don't have to use 17 hats to get the benefits of a workflow. Like
Oh, no, I'm using the one that she don't recommend to us, but that's the one I plan to use. I'm paying somebody to set me up.
Startup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I use for my food business, and I'm using 17 hats for this because it's easier to use.
That's what she said. Maybe I should figure
Crystal, if
like
you
I'm
want,
not using them because of that.
Crystal,
Yes.
do you want to try, like, I mean, we could go to a separate room, maybe even if it's not tonight, but just talking through what it is that you want the customer experience to be, and then that's how you can make your list. Like I would do that with you.
Yes, I would love that because I am so lost. I don't think
I would love it too.
Is anyone available tomorrow?
Yes, we can do workflows tomorrow. Like I am so down. I am free tomorrow after 7.
I know. Let's see. Tomorrow. Let me see. Hold on. I am available. Let me just look at my time. Hold on. I promised my husband I would go to the grocery store. So
you better feed your husband, and
you better order pick up or delivery and not go to the grocery store and then.
Thank you. Order online. Pick it up.
Don't be getting divorced on our behalf.
Well, no, I mean, that's y'all. I'm a mealtime strategist. I haven't been to the grocery store like for shopping in years, even before Corona, because it's a waste. It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
Like the amount of time that you load, unload, reload the groceries, you're exhausted by the time you get home and you don't even want to cook.
That's
okay. So I can. So either. I think my best time. Hold on. I have a call tomorrow. Let me just see. Call about. It's at 12 o'clock. So probably like 1:30 until 4 or 5 I have available, and then I'll be 5 to 6. I'll drive.
If you do 1:30, I could do 1:30 to 2:30 because my son is in therapy from the other times you said. So I'll be there for that 1 hour from 1:30 to
1:30 to 2:30.
Yep. And it has to be like on a computer because my phone service at his therapy session is trash.
Okay. So I can do 1:30. Who else? Was it Farah?
Yep.
It was
and
Farah
Nisha.
And
Naisha.
Does that time work? Does that time work for you guys?
I am not in front of my computer, but I work from home and kind of make my own schedule, so I'll make it work.
Okay, so 1:30 to 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
And for Marcy, she's I'm not sure if she needs us because she got.
Sorry, one of my kids was talking to me.
Tomorrow we're gonna meet at 1:30 to 2:30 Eastern Standard Time.
So that's 3. So what is that time? Is that for me? 9? Is that 9?
11:30, 11:30, is it?
No, I think that's 10. So 1:30 your time would put me at.
I think it's 11:30.
I think so. 11:30.
Marcy, where are you?
I'm in Arizona. think it's
Oh,
11:30.
okay.
Says you're 2 hours ahead of us, so
Oh, 2 hours.
Yeah.
so that would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
12:30.
Marcy,
So
it's
11:30.
currently 7:30 here. It's currently 7:30.
Yeah, so it's 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, I gotta look at my schedule. What's tomorrow, Monday? I don't even know.
Yeah, tomorrow's Monday.
I don't know. Just text me. I'll have to see where I'm at.
Okay, it won't be the last time because I'm gonna be needing everybody again. So I'm gonna listen tomorrow, record, and yeah. So I just wanted to make
Is
sure.
everyone leaving, or Ashley, are you helping me with my workflow?
I'm gonna help you. And when y'all are doing them tomorrow, like you can literally write it out in a Word document. It doesn't have to be something that's like super extravagant. I can show you what I have for my food business. It's gonna be food related if you just want to like see.
Yes,
If
I
Kim.
just don't know how to get that Q&A onto that workflow, into that scheduling thing.
Oh yeah, let's
No,
get
I
back
meant
on
for everyone else.
task.
But yeah, let's finish Marcy's because she did ask first, and then I can go back and show Crystal and whoever else the other, like a general workflow layout. Okay, so we're recording. Well, and then Marcy, can you ask your question again for the 17th time so that it's on the recording? It's fair recording, or
I think it has been recording the whole time.
oh, okay.
It's fine. Well, this isn't Crystal stuff. This is our stuff. So whoever watches, we love y'all. Thank you for
Well,
watching.
I was just thinking for a shorter video, like if someone's like, I just want to find out how to do this one thing,
Okay,
as
so
opposed
let's-
to having to watch the whole thing over.
I'll put
let's
time
stop
for it.
recording. Let's stop. Okay, so my question is, if on my website, I have my discovery call, and I want, when someone fills that out, I want them to be able to go right to my online scheduling, so book it. And then I want to be able to pause it so that I can speak to them. And then after I'm done speaking with them, then I can send them a quote and start the workflow again.
Okay. So for yours, you already have the online scheduler set up. And so I see you have a 15-minute Q&A call. And within that, I saw you already had reminder emails. So it'll tell the person, I think it's a day before and then the day of. So it's towards the bottom. You have it where they get a confirmation message and then they'll get the reminders at the very bottom. So those will be emails you don't have to put in the workflow because they're already going to be in there. And then it'll automatically let them know if they need to, if they want to cancel. Okay, so that's all set up. And so on yours, you use the lead capture form on your website. And so now we got to get the, wait, hold on, stay on this page. We want to get the link for this call. So that way we can link that to the lead capture form. Okay, so where it says availability at the top.
Ah, there it is.
Right there. So you're going to copy.
Can I change? I want to change that though, because it says.
Oh,
20.
yeah. So you can edit that.
It used to be 30-minute. Now I'm changing it also. 15. I just want to make sure it's all.
Okay.
The times all make sense. Okay.
And then you'll copy that. And also, if you want to see what it will look like, you can click view. So that way, when the person clicks on it, you'll know what view they're getting. So it'll have your calendar, the available dates you have. They'll pick their time zone. One thing to note, it will not change the time zone on the emails. So like, I know you said you're on Arizona. So
Right.
Let's say you change it to your time. When they get that email, it's not going to change the time to that. So on those reminder emails, you want to put your time, if that's what you're going by. You want to put mountain time at the end, so MT or whatever the abbreviation is at the end.
So I'll have to change my emails.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
then they would just pick a date and then go through the steps and yada yada.
So now how do I, before we continue, like 6:20 for me is not feasible.
So
how
these
do I-
times are based upon what you put in the scheduler. So if you go back
Yep, that's my question. How do I do that?
previous tab. Okay, go to, go down.
Go to where?
Availability is where you're going to change that. So this one right here, you're going to edit where you just went into. And then you're going to make rules for this appointment slot. So like, for example, I only have this appointment on Thursdays. So down here at the bottom, you're going to need to add a rule.
So I did.
Weekly, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I wonder if when you did it in another time zone instead of your time zone. Did you set your default time zone in your settings, like on the very beginning you're doing your account setup? Because it might be in Eastern time.
I don't know. How do I check that?
Go to brand preferences, I think. Well, maybe my account. Sorry, no, try my account. That might be it. Just okay, go back up. Because I remember I had to pick New York for mine, but there you go, time zone.
Oh, yeah, there we go. And I don't know, you know what? I don't think they're, oh, Phoenix.
Wait, it said Phoenix.
Yes. There we go.
So then it should change the other ones.
Okay. So
Oh, and while you're in there, change your subdomain to your company name.
oh, okay. Wait, how do I do that?
Sorry, that it just looks more polished whenever they see the URL at the top.
Perfect.
So all of your like links that you send them, it'll all say padpublishing.17.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Instead of that random number. Okay, so back to the online scheduler we go.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so we were checking, we needed that link. No, that was right. You were right. Availability.
Should I view it again? Just let's just.
Yeah, you can see if the times changed.
Why is it still showing? See, isn't that goofy?
Yeah, that is weird. Maybe we have to refresh and see if it changes it. Or put that link in the chat and then see what it shows up like for us because we're all in Eastern.
So put this link. So wait, so go back
Mhm.
here, do the copy.
Yeah, it was the same URL that was at the top. And then can somebody try the link, excuse me, and see what you get?
It's the same. It's saying 6:20 a.m.
Even when you do Eastern Standard Time?
I just clicked on it and that's what it says.
When you say you clicked on it.
I clicked
you-
on the link in the chat and it shows just as it shows what we're looking at when she's working on it.
So
It
it's
says
showing.
US Mountain Time, Phoenix, and then, oh, you mean like if I select my time
Yeah, I
zone?
was saying if you change it to yours, does it do anything different?
Uh, It's actually not letting me do it. I guess not letting me change it.
So like if I clicked on US Eastern time, it shows 9:20, it shows all that stuff, but then for me though, that's 6:20 in the morning.
Right, but when I,
Okay.
so
let's go back.
when I click on, it doesn't give any other options other than Mountain Time when I click on it. Does that make sense?
Yes, because my another coach that I have, that's how hers is. She's in Texas and it has her time zone on everything. I have to
Okay.
just because, you know, my end.
Okay.
Wait, here, turn off time zone preview. Should I turn that off?
Is Crystal still on? Maybe that's the issue because
Sorry,
is it
my
already
husband was
turned
coming
off?
to talk to me.
Because it's
No,
gray?
leave that on because,
Leave it off or
well,
leave it
actually,
on?
hold on, sorry. It says only show your available booking times in your time zone. Don't allow your contacts to change the time zone to preview the times in their time zone. That's probably a case by case because the thing is if, like, for example, I'm Eastern Standard Time, but
Right.
if you were to try to book and it only had my times, then you would have to calculate it. So
Right.
then it's kind of like a discourtesy to the
Right.
customer. So I'd probably leave that one on. Let's look at yours. Let's see. Go back to availability. And then go back to where you can edit this one.
Leave it how you have it now because I'm on your thing and it tells me to pick my time zone. Like
Okay.
I'm on your website now, the little link you just posted, and it's telling me to pick I don't think you should change it. Whatever you had the first time, you should keep it.
Should I get rid of this default, select a calendar to cross-check? I don't know.
No, that's to say if you're booked doing something else.
Okay,
So leave that there. Hold on, slow down.
Well, here's
Crystal,
my.
maybe
Oh,
check
because your
the
start
chat.
time is 6 a.m. That's why. You have start time 6 a.m. but
Oh,
wasn't it?
gosh, I thought I changed that. No, I originally did have something, I had to like 9 to noon on there. Oh, but maybe because I had New York before.
Yeah, that is what it is. Because you're 3 hours, right?
Yep, so, okay,
Yeah.
so let me do this
There
because,
we go. It's like, I know I'm not crazy. I know it's in your summer.
15 minutes, so I can go to, I'm just thinking of my kids' schedules, that's why. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I did.
Okay, so save that at the top.
Oh, look, see, this wasn't there before, isn't that weird?
It was there tonight when we did it.
Oh, wait, hold on, let me save. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to you, I just wanna test it out. Woo!
Yay, there we go.
Wait, okay. So.
Do you want it to be on those time increments to start at 9:20 instead of 9 o'clock?
Oh yeah, that is a good question. Oh yeah, why isn't it like,
You have 20-minute increments on one of the other settings is why. So go to services. No, it's not under there.
oh,
So one of the benefits that they have is kind of cool, but also kind of tricky is that they'll give you time to have breaks in between your
Right.
calls. So yes, go to that one. And, oh,
no, because I remember seeing that, so
go
like
here.
service. And then between appointments, I think I had like a 20-minute.
Yes. So the service is 15 minutes, but then you have it where you need 20 minutes before the service, but it starts at 9 o'clock. So that's why it's 9:20. But then you need 30 minutes after the service. So then it's adding all of that up. And that's why they have those
Oh,
funky
because it
spots.
says time buffer before appointment. So before you're even 9 o'clock, you have 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, so should I just leave that to 0?
So if
I think I have mine at like 5. Or, oh, no, I think I did 15. So whatever the time for the service is, I think I did that same amount of time. So it would end up at that same increment.
You still had 15 for all this?
Yes, because in that way, if it's doing 15 minutes each, it's always going to be on 15, 30, 45, 0 after the hour.
And this one
Yeah.
also
and if you
15.
want to start it at 9 o'clock, then you will go in and put 8:45, right?
Under where it says start service down here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, wait, too fast. Scroll up, go up, go up. Marcy, wait, hold on.
Where am I
Go,
going?
go down.
I'm stopping.
Where it says,
Oh, start
Uh,
service here. Gotcha.
yeah,
So on the hour.
yeah, let's see what that says. So let's start this time. Yes, okay, so that should correct it.
Okay, so let's say.
And I know this seems like a lot, y'all, but once you set this up, you won't ever have to do this again. Schedule or something.
That's still right. I mean, it's still not, it's like every hour now.
15. Do you have, we did 15 minutes before and after,
I thought
right?
so.
So that's why it's making 30 minutes then. So maybe I did 5 minutes. Let me just look and see what mine is. But mine could
actually
look
like-
like this too. And and mine could be off by hours as well.
So make sure you're available for certain. Let's just see what. Well, I have it on the hour. I wonder if that does anything. Or maybe I should do every 15. Or every 30 minutes. So even if I go 15, let's just try this.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up mine and see what it says. Okay, I did 15, 5, and then 15, and then I did every 15 minutes instead of on the hour.
I'm okay with this one if it's every half hour.
Okay. So that gives you, because that's the thing, people also will be late. So then that
Right.
gives you a little bit of a buffer.
Yeah, so that's okay. So however, so do you want me to go back and show you what I set mine up at? So everyone,
Yes.
okay, so we went under services. So I did
Slow
the service.
down, slow down.
I'm just going to time of service. So service duration, I did 15 minutes. The time buffer before I did 15, time buffer after I did 15. And then the start service, I did every 30 minutes.
So do we understand what this means? Like what all these little time increments are? Or is that, I don't know if that said that slow down. Was that
Yes,
fair?
that was helpful.
Okay, do these,
And then what's this? Let's see. Okay, so there's
so that's
that.
the email that you sent them, the confirmation of discovery call. And then this one is helpful tags. So depending upon the type of service, like if you wanted to know all the people that you've had discovery calls with, you can search for them by that later. Or if you're only doing discovery calls for a certain type of service, that's kind of helpful to have a tag for them too, but you don't have to do that. Just telling what that is. So a tag is basically like it adds a label to a person. So whoever signs up for the type of call, you could add a certain label to them. So maybe you have coloring book clients, or maybe you have people who did discovery calls. You can make the tag whatever you'd like. It could be marketing versus publishing clients. So that's just kind of organizational thing.
I mean, would I have to set up a discovery call for every single category, or like how would I be able to tag them? Does that make
So
sense?
this discovery call, that depends on how you set up your form. So for example, if your discovery call is just to see anybody, then you're not gonna be able to say what type of book client they are. Maybe you have a discovery call for marketing clients, whereas you don't have one for publishing clients, and then you put that here. It just depends on how you're structuring your business.
Gotcha. Yeah, because right now my thought process is discovery call for everybody to see what they want to do. Since I'm not like Crystal, I have no idea. So
okay, so then for this might not be as beneficial to you at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
this I have before you scroll up. Ashley, so are you saying with this, depending on which workflow, like, so when people are starting, if they want a coloring book, and then if you tag, you can tag coloring book, like, I guess I don't understand.
Yeah, so okay, for this type of call for Marcy, she's just doing it for everybody, anybody and everybody. I need to get on the phone with you to make sure we're a good fit.
Correct.
But, and this is not the only place you can just have to be for a call. So I was saying to help you organize, if there's only certain people who you're going to get on the phone with, if you want to categorize those people in a certain way, then you would add a tag for them.
I see. But you would have to go in and manually add it?
No, once they complete the form to sign up for a time with you, it's going to automatically add it to them for you.
Okay. I think I get it.
So my question, Ashley, I have a question. So if you don't have this set up prior to the call in the workflow itself, is there a way after the call that you can tag them to be in that particular person's workflow, like client, or is it just like when you're structuring it up? I guess I'm trying to ask. Or would you individually do discovery calls for publishing clients, and then that tag would be at the bottom, discovery calls for ABC clients, ABC would be at the bottom. You understand what I'm asking?
Let me re-say it back to you. You can tell me if I don't quite get it. So you're saying if you don't have this set up, but you still want to tag them, can you do that? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes, you can. You're just going to have to do it one by one. So the benefit of doing this is that anybody that comes to you for this type of call, they'll automatically get tagged. So for example, for mine, since I'll offer publishing and marketing, I might do a 15-minute publishing call. I can tag all those people as book publishing, those who are interested in that service. And then I might do a 15-minute marketing call. So then I can tag those people that way.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah. I was just making sure each type of client required their own discovery call setup to be tagged from the front end, so you wouldn't have to do so much after.
Yes, but you can still automate that where you don't have to do it manually. So let's say you're not doing calls at all. Let's say you just have a form on your site that says, I'm interested in book marketing. You can tag them via the form.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. All right. So Marcy, we want to link your scheduler to your intake form because you're doing calls for everybody. So let's go back and get that link.
Okay.
And then you're going to go to, so there's two ways you can do this for people that are watching. You can either link it to the intake form. So that way, after they've completed that form on your website, they get sent the page to schedule and sign up for a call, or you can make it a part of a workflow. So we're going to do the first version where we're going to link it to the lead capture forms. And so she's already made a lead capture form called Discovery Call, and then she's going to edit. And within here, there's two options. So she chose to send them a message. And so then she's just going to link where it says click here for your time.
Do I have to put anything in the text?
No, that's the part they're going to click. So you wanted to say click here so that they can click on it.
New tab. Okay.
Okay. And then just save.
So now I have to go back to my website. I'm gonna have to.
Oh wait, if you did if you embedded the
I
form,
did
you don't have to
embed.
do it again.
I
It
don't have to do
automatically
it again?
updates it. Yeah, you don't have to do it again.
Okay, so let's go.
You'll have to probably publish your site again, but you don't have to
Right.
redo the thing.
Let me. Let's do it again. Hold on. Now let's test it out.
And so Farah, the drop down she was doing, so see, yep, you click there and then it takes them to the page.
Yay! It's awesome. Let's just say here, we'll just walk through the steps. Yay.
So what's going to happen is Marcy's going to get emails that say, hey, this person named Marcy also signed up for a time to talk to you.
So now let me go to my email. I'm like, where's my email? Okay, so now I have a new lead.
And so then it tells you what the person's interested in and then collects their information, gives you the appointment time.
No, I have it where I have to confirm it because I never know my schedule really. So
Okay.
I think, well, I don't know. Let's see, save. Did it? I don't know. Did I confirm it? I thought I had a thing where I had to confirm it.
No, it looks like they made a call already. So, or they made the appointment. So you don't have that turned on.
And was that your, go back, I didn't see that. Can you go back where you just were?
To my email, you mean?
Yeah, to see what it looks like on that end.
I have a new lead. And then I went into
Was there something from where you received it?
new lead, which went to here.
Yeah, she clicked where it says publishing consultation. She clicked view new lead.
And then it went to my
and then
lead.
she clicked where it says the little calendar. Yep, she clicked there and then it gave the information that the person
Okay.
put in.
Okay, that was it. I was just making sure I didn't see. Okay, it was publishing. Okay, that was it.
That's my client, but I thought I had where I had to confirm it.
You don't, you need to turn it on if that's the case. But also before you do that, if you go down, I think Farah was asking, can you add stuff later? So for example, if you wanted to add a workflow, and Marcy, this will benefit you too. If you wanted to add a quote workflow to them later, you would just do plus and then click quote, and then that way it would send it to them.
So then I would do whatever one so if
Yeah.
they decided like children's book, whatever, and then
Mhm.
we'd start the workflow.
Yeah, so that's gonna be more work for you
Right.
because it's not automated, but
I'm okay with that for right now.
yeah, you could have it where because you had a drop down on what type of book they picked, right?
Right, yes.
So you could have that automatically start a workflow, but have it be paused to start with.
Oh, well, how do you do that?
So when you go back to the lead capture form, if you go to leads, yep, that way too.
I just go to leads?
Mhm.
No.
And then lead capture forms on the right side.
Wait, where do you
Right,
see
right,
it?
right.
Oh,
Right.
gotcha.
And then it has drop downs to start a workflow. Right now you have none. So click edit.
Where am I at? In here, you mean?
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And then where it says workflow, you would just have it, whatever the one is that.
Well, but see, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. How do I know? Like,
Oh, wait, hold on. There's an additional step. There was one where you, hold on. Go down.
I had this one, but
No, oh, sorry. I meant go back to. Okay. So you would add an additional question. So edit. And then, do you have a spot at the bottom to add questions?
no.
Click cancel. What is yours? And then go down. I think it's on this page. Go down here.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
So what you would do is on that one, click the little down arrow for this last question. And then their answer, then you're going to start the workflow here. So if they pick children's book, you would start a children's book workflow. And then
That's what and that's had originally, and that's where they were getting it. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I want it to go. And then
so then what you would do instead is go into each of those workflows, and then you're going to put an action at the beginning that says pause until you unpause it.
Okay, I'm not sure if my I don't have like a marketing. I thought, baby, I'm on the phone. What?
I'm sleeping.
I know you were sleeping. I don't know. We'll just say welcome email. I don't know. I'll have to come back and play with that. Okay, and then what'd you say? Then I go in where and pause it into the workflow itself?
Yeah, so for each of the workflows that you have, you would need to go in and then add a step that says pause until you start it. So go to templates on the right side. And then, yep. And then you would add and do pause until you click continue.
So should I name it like?
You can call it pause if you want, or whatever you want. I mean, they don't get to see this. This is you see it, so it doesn't really matter. What
and then what I do that, I would just after all. Well, I would do it.
Click that.
After
so basically, these are kind of similar. So after activating this workflow, that means it's going to happen immediately. The one that says after all previous actions, that means the stuff above it has to happen before that. But this is going to be the first step. So when done. So it's saying when this step is done, what do you want to happen? For this, you can just say do nothing because you're going to activate the workflow. And then you want to drag this to the, oh, it already did just at the top. Never mind.
Because I know like I want to change this here to 2021. So I want to edit that, which I can do all that later, but.
So you're basically just creating your own specialized workflow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still. Oh, why won't
So,
that?
okay, so on this one, you want to uncheck that because what's going to happen? Do uncheck that after all previous items are completed. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, you don't
This
want
action will be executed even if previous items are not completed. That doesn't make any sense. Click that. Edit, select, paste.
Unless send all
Okay, let
the
me think through this. So if you had 5
proof
days.
before sending.
Yes, there we go. I was like, there has to be something on here to stop that. Okay, there we go. So then it'll have a thing where you have to click for it to start.
And then my template would be,
The quote that you would send to them.
that oh, yes, it's that one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hold on, it says immediately after activating the workflow. Go back into that one. I thought you unchecked that.
That's what I thought. I have approved before
Before
sending.
sending. Completed when sent. It won't be that one. Oh, here, 0 days after. Well, before the base date, on the base date, after the date. So if you have to approve it, then it shouldn't apply it, but you can apply this to you and then see what happens. So click save and then go back to your fake contact you just made.
And then
Go by workflow. So go to the right side where it says workflow,
where do I see workflow?
go down. And then plus sign right there. No, go to the right.
Right. Oh, workflow. Gosh. Okay.
And then add the one you just picked.
Oh, so we'll just say the 24th. We'll just say today. Activate it. And then where's my email? It'll probably take like a minute or two.
Well, it shouldn't do it because you told it to pause.
Oh,
So
wait.
we just want to make sure it doesn't send it to you.
Oh, right. Okay. And so then like, yeah, okay, let's say I talked to myself and then, right. Oh, and so then instead of review, well, I don't want to review. Oh,
That's so you can just see what's being sent to them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can see what they see.
Yeah, so I'm still working on this because I want to, I know we were talking about like adding, I want to do add-ons.
Mhm.
And so I know there was something, I'm still playing around with all of that. So let's just say your quote is running to send, so it's on pause. So then I'm gonna hit send quote.
Well, go back. Hold on. Let's
No?
go back. You can send it that way, but I think there's a way to automate it so you don't have to do that. Check that little box next to the first step. Wait, well, yeah, go back to you. So go back to the
I'm in the lead.
no, this little box right here where it says October 24th. See if you check that, if it does anything. The little checkbox. You see the calendar date on that line you're just next to.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
go to the little box that's next to it.
Oh, here.
See if it lets you check that. And then I'm wondering if it sends it to you. So give it a few.
Yeah, and this just got marked out.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's the check off that you did it. Never mind. Okay, uncheck that. That's like a to-do list. Never mind.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so then yes, click on workflow import.
Click
No,
on this. No.
where's this import autoresponder?
Oh,
You want to
gotcha.
go back to like you.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Click the little down arrows and see what they say. Okay, so leave that.
Oh, there. Well, let me have there.
So maybe you do have to, you might have to go in and manually do it that way then.
Let's just say send quote. Okay. So I received a quote. So, wait. So maybe I need to take that part out to schedule a consult.
Yeah, because you changed it. Now you would need to go back and make sure that
So
the
yeah, so I
flow
still
makes
gotta play
sense.
around with that stuff, but if I review my quote, so then it goes in here and it goes to the quote, so, all right. Okay. I don't know. As my kids are screaming in the background.
Does that help you? Do you understand better now?
I think so, but yeah, if you can, Farah, if you can share that, because I'll probably need to relook at this video.
So my question is there a different way to add the option for the customer to book an appointment? So you can add that option on the form when they request to have a discovery call, but is there another way for them to have that opportunity by email?
Okay, yes. So once you set up your appointment time, so right here I have a 15-minute consult call, then it gives you the option to send an email to them. Actually, hold on, pause. Let me think about this, because this is after they have scheduled. We want to do it before. So you want to do it once they've completed the form, right?
Yes, when they submit the form. So they go on the website, they enter the first, last name, email address for the discovery call, and that will prompt another email confirming that we received the request and that they can book the time.
The time. Okay, got it. So instead you'd go to leads, and then you go to lead capture form, and then you would go to your form. So if you haven't already made one, excuse me, you would create an additional form, and you would put whatever the questions are that you have for them. So for mine, I just have their name, email address, what's their biggest struggle, and then what do they need help with. So that part you can kind of decide what you want to add on it, but you'd add your questions. And then when you're editing it, there's an option to have a response. So auto response means as soon as they fill out the form, it's going to send it to them. So you would pick from your templates, but let's say you didn't have one. So you'd say, okay, I want to make a new email. So I would say, okay, new email template. The first one's just internally, so whatever you want to call it. Auto email who wants form completed. You don't get this either. So you can call whatever you want. Okay, I would suggest a shorter name than this, but just on the fly. This part, we'll see. This is what's going to be in the subject of the email. So you want it to have something that's compelling that they're going to open. Maybe the name of your company, so they know who is this that's trying to talk to me. And then you'd say, hey, person, or whatever you want to say. If you want to add their name in it, personalized, then you would just do insert token, first name. You might say, thanks for filling out the form on my site here. Now, time, ask me something. Pick a time to chat about your book. Getting on my calendar. Okay. So for now, I don't have that link yet, so I need to go get the link for it. So I'm gonna open the same screen so that I don't have to close out of it. And then I'm gonna go back to my online scheduler. Let me move this out of the way. So you click the little papers up here, and then online scheduler. And you would have to create a service. So I've already created a consult call with them because this is the one I want them to sign up for. And then I'm going to go to availability. And then the link that is here, I will copy that link. And then I'm going to put it in the email that will go to them. So I'll just hyperlink it. And then now once they fill out that form, this is automatically going to email them and say, hey, get on my calendar. And then I just save my form. And that's it. And it'll automatically update once, because you embedded it, you used an embed code on your Wix website. So you don't have to go back and change anything.
And sorry if it was asked already, but for the calendar form, is it possible to add fields? So I mean by that, yes. So when they book the appointment, like the meeting, is there a way to also ask other questions? So let's say information on.
Oh, to be prepared for the call.
Yes. Is there a way to do that, or I would maybe send another email or something like that?
So you would want to do that on the same form. So the lead capture form.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if you're trying to get everybody to have a call with you, eventually, like if that's the goal, whether or not they end up booking the call, you still want to have that information. So you would want to put all of that on this form, and you can add additional questions. So if you wanted longer answers, like a book description or something, if you just wanted to give them space to type things or instructions for them, you would just put it on here. And I don't know if you saw where you could do different workflows for this, where if they pick something, you can start another series of steps. I don't know if you were on here yet.
Probably not, but I will watch the recording. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't want you to go over again.
Okay, does that help for what you were looking for?
Yes, very, very, very. It's really helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, no problem.
This is a script. So this is a script right here. So if you want this right here, you just go to add and you go to scripts. But it's like for this is right under services and it's right here. And you add as many, you can't add more than 5 columns and whatever, but you have more down here that you can pick from too for services. You see it?
Okay, so then, okay, so I do like this. I know on the quotes you can add on, like these would be things I would add on onto a quote. So I guess I'm thinking of how I'm trying to use it is, like, for example, my wording is have more time than money. Here are some DIY options that could work for you or something like that. And then have like a link to Crystal's classes, a link to my products and services. And so I think that might work for that.
Okay, repeat that one more time to make sure I understood that question.
So like, for example, okay, so for example, let's say, okay, someone's like, okay, I want to publish a book, but I don't have $3,000 to publish a book. So instead, I would refer them to a DIY service. So like where they go through the steps themselves. And so I want that to all be on the same page because I want them to have options. So just like we've talked about in the classes, like having tiers of service. So I have done for you services. That's the top tier. That's the most expensive. But then I also have DIY. So do it yourself.
Create a
meaning
whole
you
new
take the
page.
class.
Gotcha.
Say it again.
So you can, so I was trying to make sure I understood the question before I answer. I was trying to process. So what you can do, you can create a whole new page and then that's a service. Like you can start blank if you know what you're doing from scratch. But if you don't, you can always go to some of their templates. You see their templates? Or you can go to their projects because I like some of the stuff they have on projects too. And you can add that too. And you can link it to whoever you're trying to link it to.
So Ashley, I think, are you saying you want the services to all be on the same page?
Yeah, and I was trying to decide if that's clunky or if that's going to look like too much on a page.
What if you did like she was just saying, like one page, and then on one side you just said done for you, and then like a block that said done for you, and a block that says done by you, and then when you know, like there's a description like that of what that means. And so so done for you, and then that will describe yours, and then done by you, and then that's at the bottom. And then maybe once they decide, then they click on it. Annie's asking, can you share your website? And when they click on it, then it will take them to to an open page. I would say either that, or at the top, do the done for you, and then at the bottom, like it might be a long page, but I don't.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think that's okay. I mean, there's a lots of times but I definitely feel like if you have two sections, done for you and then done by you, that creates enough separation than them like being all there together next to each other.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking the top and bottom, and I guess she was asking me the same. The top and bottom one, like you were saying, that is a good point to do it that way. I do like the side by side, but then I was trying to visually see how, like, if that would look like too much.
I would say if you only do side by side, if you're wanting them to open up into another page, but if you want to keep it all on the same page, maybe do top and bottom, so like they can see all of the one and then all of the other. But that's just my thought.
Okay. And I haven't changed much from what Crystal gave us on here, so I haven't gone on
Maybe
through
you can
this.
add it as an option, like at the end after storyteller, like
Oh, like here?
yes, after children's book, like do it yourself, or I don't know how you want to call it. So they will see that they can buy it from you, or they can do it themselves.
You said
I like
put it
that
where?
idea.
I'm sorry.
So you have three options: storyteller, children's book, journals, and after journal, you will add another box saying do it yourself, and then you describe the service, like not the service, but that you describe what's included in the do it yourself and how much it will cost for them. So instead of 3 boxes, you will have 4 boxes, and the fourth one will be them doing it themselves and learning how to do it.
Yes, so I do like that, but it's a bunch of different services, so it's not just one, which is my concern.
And then you add a button so they can click maybe, and it will bring them to a different page when you outline the different services.
Gotcha. Okay, that could work. I was also thinking of maybe doing like another one in like a description, but then maybe putting this near the one I'm doing, but then I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna be like, oh, I could just do it myself for this much.
Right. That's why I was saying put it at the top and then the bottom. So like if they see it already up there.
So you're saying just do these boxes again, but at the bottom?
Yes. But make sure like you want to say make it sound like done for you, and I just feel like done for you and done by you, like make it look for sure like there are like they're getting a service, like
yeah, I like
make
the difference of the wording
that looks
you
more
said.
appealing, I guess. Would you say?
I was thinking served up for you.
Or on your page, you have home services contact. So maybe you can add a fourth one that will say course, because you are basically teaching them how to do it. So at the top of the page, home services, course, and contact. And
oh, here. Okay, sorry. Okay. So you said add what? I'm sorry.
Course. Because basically you are teaching them how to publish, right? So it's like a course.
Cost, like the price?
No, course, like a COURSE. Sorry for my
oh, no, that's okay.
Pronunciation.
It's okay. Your accent.
Like training, maybe training course.
Yeah, I think I do I like that idea to add another button up here. I also like what y'all are saying to add like a big thing here, and I can show you the wording I was going for. This is just a document. So, and I wrote down, you said done by you. I like that difference, done for you, done by you. So have more time to invest in money. Use these options to successfully publish your book yourself. some resources are below our affiliate links from the best-selling. These would be the ones that I would post that are crystals we're affiliates of. And then these would be the different things. So like some of them are classes, some of them are like, most of them are classes actually, and then one's a course. And then I have for marketing, the ones I'm doing are so like doing the marketing plan, the my masterclass I've made, and then a success kit. Okay, so I can do that.
So now for the crystal ones, are they any of the same classes that you offer?
No. So she has a marketing one, which I have it, but I haven't watched the class. But mine's a book launch class, so like steps to lead up to your launches. She doesn't do book launches, she just releases her books. So this is showing the steps that I did to get $2,200 in sales before my books were published.
Okay.
And then hers, I know she's like influencer marketing, and then creating additional products to go along with it. So the strategies from it are different.
Okay. I was going to suggest not mixing it in, but if it's the same, then I mean, if it's not the same, then it should be okay. Or even, I still almost feel like even still you won't mix it in, like maybe other resources, another page or something at the very bottom that says other resources, because it's not your stuff. But I mean, I guess that's just a preference.
Okay, so I was going to put the disclaimer that I have at the top that some of these are affiliate links, because you do have to tell people if you get a commission from them.
Right.
And then I was going to put an asterisk by those. Like these are mostly hers. These are all hers.
But you know what I'm saying though? Like, because I mean, obviously, of course, nothing against her, but if you're trying to sell your own stuff, then you have that at the forefront, like all of your stuff. And then at the bottom for other resources, then offer the affiliate stuff. But
okay, that makes sense. I think I'm thinking of like, I don't offer anything for this stuff. Like I don't offer anything for children's books. So I would rather get some money than no money. If you come to me, you're like, oh, I want to write a children's book. And I'm like,
right. Well, you still will get it. You still, I mean, you still get the money, like because it still will be there, but it's just not in with your offerings. But like I said, it's totally, I don't know what anybody else's feedback, but
I see what you mean. Like it's like Crystal has already the authority, and you are basically directing your clientele to a website. So they may not buy from you, they will directly buy from Crystal, because you're already saying that she sold 500K books. So even if it's an affiliate link, like when they will go on your website, they will see your services, and then you are basically sending them to Crystal's website. And Crystal has more authority, if that makes sense. So they may not buy from you anything, they will just directly buy from Crystal.
Yeah, and I guess I'm thinking that if you were okay with a done by you service, I don't offer anything for these. So I wasn't going to be able to help you anyway. Like the only things I offer for these are done for you. And if you're like, I can't spend $2,000 to do these things, then you weren't going to purchase from me anyway for these items.
Right. But, and I hear what you're saying. I was just saying that not to take them out, but to show what you have and put your stuff on the
forefront
first. Okay. And then at the bottom, you just go ahead and say, you know, these are some other services that
others suggested. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe in the Q&A, for example.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so y'all are saying to either put an additional box here.
I wouldn't put, like, now that I see what is included, I wouldn't put it there, because to me it's like directing your audience to like, if they see that it's 2,000, like your services, and as of curiosity, if they click on the thing, they will say, okay,